Hello, team. Welcome to our weekly report, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so this is the data, but most of you don't speak Chinese, so let's just, look at the English data. I have converted it so it's easier for everybody on the team to see. But let's take a look, and as we can see, Draven, right, eating up more of the pie charts, 21.3%. Conversion rate, most usage, most tops, right? Definitely looking like the deck to beat. Kaisa still high usage, but again, conversion rate is just falling week by week, right? And it just tells us it's definitely not going to be as good, especially as meta develop. But there are some interesting data I'll share with everyone later. Irelia seems to have stabilized with some decent amount of conversion rate. And it's something that some of us have expected as green is decent into purple with some of the interactions. Victor at 5%, and again, maybe it's just because everybody's still trying to figure out what is the best list to play in terms of Victor, and of course, being a little bit high roll with some of the combos, but again, we'll have to take a look and see how the meta develops with Victor. And then again, stable rate with Master E. Azir's actually kind of picking up, which is something, to my surprise. I know some of you believes in Azir, but definitely good to see. And then again, one of the three top double-digit conversions, Annie at 10%, and again, it's red purple, right? It's you're kind of playing a similar game as Draven with, obviously Annie have the more interactive abilities, better consistency versus Draven's better draw. So again, not too surprised Annie is doing well. And then going down the list, again, Fiora was able to take a champion, or take one of the City League 128 men. So again, Fiora seems to be doing pretty well, and also it's pretty low usage rate. So the decks will probably be pretty cheap, and I think it's going to be pretty good for us budget players. As we move down, Sivir, another 19 usage, but two tops at 10.5%. That's pretty impressive, and I know a lot of people are saying that Sivir is sleeper broken, but we'll have to see and see how it develops. Again, there's not enough data to support this. Okay, so let's take a look at the quick pie chart. We see Draven with 18.3% total usage out of the all the sample sizes. Right, Kaisa being second, Irelia being third, Richter being fourth, E-Fips, right? Not too much surprise here. And then again, if we look at the top 8 data, 43.2% Draven. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. And then again, Kaisa's 12.5, Irelia 11, Victor 4.5, and then back down, right? So yeah, that is the charts and the datas, and then we'll take a look at 5 deck lists that again has some has the most amount of people, and I deem to be pretty interesting. Again, the one Fiora list, 128 man, was able to take it down. Looking at the list, nothing expensive here. Looks generally just a pretty solid deck. So again, excited to see how Fiora turns out. I like Fiora being able to slap a 3-cost champion, and something that you're pretty consistent going second, being able to just play that, which is, again, pretty nice in terms of deck building. So here's the Kaisa. Again, one of the smaller league Kaisas, only 64 in this one. Again, pretty standard list, but there's some interesting data that has been shared in Chinese community. And again, I'll post a link to the video in the description. I won't have access to the source data, but something unique is that this Poro is not playing this Poro is a negative win rate. The red Poro is better. Anytime you're playing the correct number of Yordles, two Yordles, three Yordles. Generally, three Yordles is better than two Yordles, and then two Yordles better than one Yordle, and one Yordle is better than no Yordle, depending on the data. Thousand Tail doesn't become positive to your deck until it's 3. A Cathian Ring is 0 or 2. That is, effective, and then Ray is at 1 or 2. And then Retreat is a 1 or 2 for positive impact. 3 Retreat overall is negative, and then again Cleave at 1 or 2. This card is at 1 for positive impact on win rate. And then Void Seeker at 1 is a positive impact on win rate, and then 2 becomes negative, 3 becomes negative, 0 is a negative. A relative, of course, and then Falling Star at 3 staple, and then some Time Warp as well. Negative impact at 0, negative impact at 1, positive impact at 2. And something interesting is that if you're only playing one Time Warp, statistically speaking, it is worse than playing 0 Time Warp or 2 Time Warp, and something to think about. And then again, here we have Singularity, and that's if you're not playing, if you 0, it's either 0 or you're playing 3, and 3 plays a significant boost to the win rate as well. So that's all something that's pretty interesting. In terms of battlefield, we have that's positive win rates. Zon, Void Gate, Star Tipped, and what else? Valmos, right? For Draven. So that was also pretty interesting. And then Darius, based on data, 2 Darius is the best number, and then Kai'Sa's 1 Kai'Sa is actually a negative win rate. 2 Kai'Sa is actually a positive win rate for playing this deck. So again, pretty interesting. Very cool video. It is Chinese, so some of you probably will have to just AI to translate it for you. But again, highly recommend checking that out. And then, of course, we're going to one of our favorite decks. It's going to be Miracle Draven, right? First place, 117 man and Nanjing. Again, nothing to see. We'll probably go a little bit in depth of the deck. I think the deck is not fully, completed yet. But again, seeing the results it's bringing and its effect it's picking up popularity is very cool. So, nothing to say here, and no axes. So, 1 Draven, looking like the only thing that's going to be expensive for is the the Israels. And pick up your seals if you haven't, pick up the Nocturne if you haven't, right? And then we go to a more standard Axe Draven list, right? Something that we're pretty used to, 3 Kaisas, right? 3 axes. No surprises here. And then moving on to another final Draven list, that the final 128 man first place Draven list. Pretty interesting, right? We're playing Israel, but we're not playing the Miracle package, and we're still playing the Axe, right? So it's kind of a fuse between Miracle Draven and the regular Axe Draven, and some stuff like Mind Splitter as well, right? Like pretty cool. I don't know if the 2 archetype will eventually merge together, but again, pretty cool to see that even within Draven itself, there's a lot of options to be picked, right? And yeah, so that's it for the deck list. onto some official merch store updates from Riot. The Chinese New Year Irelia set will be coming to the Riot merch store, and I am very, very excited about this. This is so good looking, so good. So, anyway, right, it will be 40 MSRP, so Riot's not upcharging you. Kind of is. Again, this gives me hope that there'll be a good amount of supply of this, so hopefully I can get my hands on one of this, and then as well as Proving Ground restock, right? And my local card store has gotten their Proving Ground restock confirmation as well in the emails. Origin pack restock as well, right? Arcane box set shipping delay is kind of unfortunate, but I think overall I'm pretty pleased with this news. But that's it for the video. Thank you for turning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.